NASSCOM came to be technically in 87, but after 96, 95, 96, NASSCOM took off. But MATE was actually everybody. And those days were we call it the hardware days. You know, we were HCL, Wipro, PCL, all of us were fighting in the battlefield in the market. And there was fierce competition, absolutely huge competition. And when we used to come to MATE Executive Council, all the CEOs, we were a little grim-faced with one another, because one day back we had run a press release, or one guy talking something else about the other guy, and somebody came out with an boxing gloves to say this is how we're going to beat HCL. Those days we had those kind of ads. It was very, very interesting. The industry was new, exciting, and everybody was fighting to survive and grow. So when we used to meet in the MATE Executive Council meetings, it was always a very grim-faced meeting. So three of us, myself, Pradeep Kar, I don't know whether you've heard of him, he runs a company called Microland, and Praveen Gandhi, who brought digital equipment to India. And then, of course, he was chairman of Inditron, and now he's a venture capitalist. He runs the Infinity Venture Funds. Three of us got together and said, we have to somehow break this. This is too serious. I mean, getting into MATE Council and fighting. And the biggest guy was Ashok Soota. I don't know if you've heard of him. He was the CEO of Wipro. Now he just retired as chairman of Microland. So Ashok was a very dear friend, and he used to always be in ties and suit. And he used to say, how do we take Ashok's tie out? There must be a mechanism. And so we formed an association called BATE. And BATE stood for Beard Association of Information Technology. And so it was a caricature of MATE. So what those days, the pub culture in Bangalore was at its peak. The government had just given license to set up pubs. And Vijay Mallya again was the first guy to set up the pub. It's a very famous place in Bangalore if you've been. So the headquarters of BATE was the pub. Okay? And the Memorandum of Article Association was written on a napkin. And we got together after the MATE's Executive Council meeting, and the first thing we told Ashok is, please open your tie, because inside the pub you can't wear a tie. And the friendship, the nature of relationship completely changed. From a serious fighting in the market to being friends. Youngsters, I just gave this example to tell you, this irreverence, this combination of very high-tech knowledge work with a lot of fun otherwise, characterizes the IT industry. Please understand the industry. Industry is not about just tech. Industry is a combination of MATE and BATE. So if you don't combine, I mean, there were stories when we were building IT parks in Bengal. I had problems when I was creating Infinity, that I said the first thing I need is a pub. Because where will the software programmers go with me? Because if there is no pub, if there is no nightlife, there is no IT industry. So, you know, we had very grim faces, politicians and others sitting across, and they didn't really understand. So all those kind of things which I had to, we had to undergo, and I didn't succeed, as you could see. I still have a desire to open a pub in Sector 5. We started with the KFC now, so now the next step is a pub. Because again, that factor of irreverence, I want to bring that back to you. Again, that factor of irreverence, the joy, the fun, the beer, the wine, combines with the high intellectual innovation, technology work which we do. This mix is phenomenal. A lot of people have told me who are not from IT industry, they said, you know, I see more youngsters walking on the road in Sector 5 than inside the office. Why don't they do any work? I mean, every time I see punches, lunchtime, morning time, evening time. So initially, as you say, you know, there's 75,000, you only see 10,000 of them outside, 65,000 is still working. So, you know, those kind of things, then you see the monitor for too long a time, you need a break and you need to get out. We used to give rationale behind why people go out and spend time outside. But again, the reason people go out and walk around is this. This combination of doing serious, innovative work to the irreverence of having fun and having freedom with your own self. That is the IT industry. If you combine this, then I think sustenance is never an issue. Sustaining, for example, if you look at what you do at your workplace as your work, you will have problems. You will leave one company, join another company, or you might start something on your own, etc., etc. But just for a minute, if you look at what you do at your workplace as your life, you will not have that problem. So if you are in IT industry, I can't talk of other industries, but if you are in IT industry, don't consider your workplace as workplace. Consider your workplace as your life. If you consider that workplace as your life, you will go out and have a glass of beer, you will take your girlfriend out or a boyfriend out in the evening and have fun. At the same time, when you sit in front of your terminal, you are creating one of the most wonderful things in this world. So I think, please understand this combination of the industry. And once you start understanding this, you will enjoy your life. Which is why a lot of people have kept telling us that these guys are a little different from others. Sure we are. Sure we are different. And there is no denying of that factor. I would like to tell some of you one thing, coming back to the knowledge part. I have said this in many forums, in many lectures. I listened to this very carefully, and you are hearing this from a not very young guy, that every 3 months of my life, I realized that how little I knew 3 months back. Just think about it. Just for a minute, think about it. Every 3 months of my life, I realized how little I knew 3 months back. And I've been doing this for 30 years. I shudder to think, what did I know 30 years back? This is the industry. This is where you are lucky to be in. This is the world fraternity of IT professionals, where every 3 months they realize how little they knew 3 months back. I mean, as I'm telling you, I'm getting goosebumps, even at this age. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps out of excitement. You know? So this factor excites us to sustain. You cannot, I don't think there is any other industry where you will get goosebumps when you say this. No other industry will give you. So understand this as an industry phenomenon. That is why we see so many entrepreneurs in this, because it's very difficult to be in a part of a system for a very long time. People break out if they have ideas. But there are other issues that you break out. It might or might not be a right decision. And now when the industry is matured, you have to ask yourself whether that is the right decision before you do that. Entrepreneurship should not become a fashion. Because if entrepreneurship becomes a fashion, then it will have a lot of other problems associated with it. If you have to be an entrepreneur, you will be one. I don't think anybody decides to be an entrepreneur. That, okay, on the 1st of July 2013, I've become an entrepreneur. It doesn't happen that way. So don't worry about it. I think whether you should do something on your own or you're being a part of the system to me, the life is the same. As long as every 3 months you're realizing how little you do 3 months back. And that excitement can see you through. 3 other factors in this. And I would encourage Suparna to make people ask more questions, because I'm more comfortable answering questions than giving a speech. 3 things again on the same subject I want to hit. It's always better to hit on the same subject, so it gets in a little bit. 3 lines. Unlearning the past. Mr. Pawar said it this morning, from 100 years to 40 years to 11 years to 1.1. That's right? That is how the knowledge is doubling. So unlearn from the past. That's the first sentence of your life. Second sentence, understand the present and anticipate the future. If you do these 3 things, if you understand that every 3 months you learn so many new things, If you create that irreverence between mate and date, and create a life out of what you do, what sustains? You can't get a better place to live in the IT industry, this world. But you need to do that. You need to belong to this industry. You need to belong to this life. You know, my sons tell me even now that how are you even today? The smallest of opportunity I get, I'm trying to start a new business, or I'm trying to acquire a company, and now my current thinking is acquiring companies outside India and setting up a Globsyn outside India as acquisition. My wife keeps saying that enough. For so many years, you're doing this, stop it. I said, I'm not doing anything. I come back from a morning walk, I've got 2.5 hours on my laptop. I need to do something creative, right? So I'm trying to do that, and I'm enjoying it. That work which I do never, ever puts pressure on me. I hastily add to my wife, but what you are saying does not us. Now this is the industry. This is the life. When I went to Harvard, the teacher told us that relentless pursuit of opportunities is the life. Relentless. 24/7. It's not that 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock I'll pursue opportunities. No. Relentless pursuit of opportunities is a way of life. I had very, very bad days in my life. Youngsters, let me tell you, very, very bad days. If you care to see my book, Minds on Fire, you will see there have been 4 occasions in my life. 4 occasions where I knew within 15 days this company of mine is going to close down, and there is no way it will survive. There is no way. 4 times, not once. So, what was the input coming that time? Just hang on. There is another day. Just live in the present. Just seek today. Do not worry what's going to happen. Something from your environment comes in. Some check comes in the evening. Some guy who has not contacted you for venture capital funding brings up and says, yeah, are you looking for some money? Of course I am. I mean, I'm an unending pit. I look for money all the time. So, are you? Yeah, I have a deal for you. From where did you come? God knows. Can happen, has happened, will happen, and will continue to happen. As long as you create this environment as your life, not as a workplace. Don't make it a workplace. Half the fun goes away if you make it. If you make it a life, I'm sure you're going to go out for a beer and eat, because that's part of life. If you go for work, you're not going to have beer and eat. Beer at work, perhaps not. So understand the conceptual part of what I've said with some examples, and I think if we live together in this kind of an environment, we'll have fun. And I look forward to lots of questions from you. Thank you so much.